Well, what a great weekend of fights. I'll start with McKhee. I've seen the highlights clearly, and I'm a huge Pitbull fan. You know, much respect to the Bellator goat, but I would have to say I agree with the majority of the fans. I think AJ got robbed in that fight. Was it one-sided? No, but it was about what I talked about a few weeks ago on this channel. I thought AJ would get the better of it in terms of the strikes landing. I thought he would control the positioning of the fight simply because of his longer arms and his frame. Whereas Pitbull's a shorter guy. He needs to get in his face and get a wild exchange and get the better, which he could. But obviously that's not what he was doing. So I thought that would cost him the fight. But, you know, congrats to Pitbull. I think AJ McKhee's going to grow. I would still love to see him in the UFC. I still think he needs to... I wouldn't say he needs to mature. I mean, for this fight he in particular, I thought he was displaying a really good maturity. Obviously, I don't think he's quite ready for a Volkanovski or an Ortega or a Holloway right now. But if I give him maybe 2 or 3 more years to be more seasoned. Not really sharpen his skills, but maybe just get wiser. As a fighter gets older and sticks around longer, they get wiser. I don't even think he's in his prime right now. So by the time he's, what, 26, 27 now, by the time he's 29, 30, he's fighting in the UFC. Or Volkanovski will probably still be around, probably will be champion by then. That's how good I think he is. Then he'll beat him. But right now, I just don't think he's ready yet. It's not his time yet, that's all. You know, I think he's a newer generation of Volkanovski. Volkanovski's in his mid to later 30s. So it makes sense that if he can't beat him right now. That's all. I'd say he'll beat him before Patricio Pitbull does. Because, you know, yeah. But, no, I mean, I think people are riding him off a little too soon. AJ McKhee is the real deal. He's one of my favorite fighters outside the UFC. I think he's good enough to be a top 5 guy in the UFC right now. He's already been a world champion, a Grand Prix world champion. He's held 2 world titles already at 26. It's my age, so I should be a little jealous. But, hey, it's 27, so yeah, he has nothing to worry about, man. I think this loss might be good for him because it'll help him learn, okay, things don't always go my way. And if he watches the film, maybe he could do things in here or there differently. And, you know, yeah. But no, it's not a bad thing for him. I still think he's the real deal. I'm not gonna ride him off anytime soon. He can lose another fight. I still think he's the real deal. He's a good fighter though, man. He's gonna come back better. He's gonna fight smarter. Thing is, he's so young and he has 19 fights, but he hasn't been fighting for that long. So he's gonna get better, guys. I think y'all is writing him off too soon, man. Leave AJ alone. He's a beast, man. Shout out to AJ, by the way.